first of all going through the products that you're going to need to create the type of gift wrap I'm going to create. Double-sided tape, which is always important. I have some glue. You don't always have to use the glue, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to use the glue when I put the flowers together on my gift wrap. And if I don't fancy using the glue, I can always use double-sided tape. I just have a couple of tools here which have the heavy balls on them, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to press them to create some lift to the flowers that I'm going to design and cut. I also have some sponge, and this is some sponge that I just had in, I think, one of the craft products, little machines that I bought before, and I just kept it. I always find that when you creating a flower and you want to create that depth, rather than doing it on your hand, you just have some sponge, and that really helps to do that. I've taken a piece of card. Now this is just a sample card that I have, you know, corporate clients send a lot of samples to me, so I'm just going to be using in all the different videos I'm going to be creating. And I'm going to be, you know, I've designed a lot of papers, I've designed a lot of designs on how you can put presentations together, card making, paper crafting. So it'd be great for you to subscribe and like my page, and I think press the bell button if you want me to, you know, if you want to be first to know when I'm going to be putting out new videos. So nice card. It's a little bit of a hammered effect on them. I'm not sure if you can see that. So this is just a little present I've already wrapped, and this paper is my designed paper. So I designed this as a surface pattern. I'm just playing around with some of the designs at the moment, and I thought if I make a video I can show you how you can use different designs, whether it's this paper or other designs, and how you can build up on a gift wrap. And then this paper here, all I've done is taken the same colour print here, and I've just printed just on a standard a printing paper, which is a white one. I just printed it, and it's a standard print. It's not a glossy print, it's not a high definition print, so you can still get quite a nice bold print on your papers. So I also have my scissors here. So those are just a few things that you're going to need to create a nice little gift wrap with a Japanese pleat and some really nice printed flowers. I'm going to cut each flower out, and I'm just going to then put them together and just lift the flower up a little bit. So I already printed them. You don't have to be too precise when you're cutting, but I do want to try and keep my edge, the dark edge of the flower. So I'm just keeping my scissors just behind the print line. Okay, so that's one flower, and then I'm going to do the rest as well. So now that I've cut all 4 of the flowers, so I just drew them and put them in and vectorized the flowers, I'm just going to now take my sponge, to take a firmer one as well, just in case the flowers, because this is cardstock rather than paper, you might need to press them a little bit hard. I'm just going to take a heavier ball tool, and I'm just going to gently, so that you can see that that gives that slight dimension to the flower. So I'm just going to try on the softer one. Use a smaller ball tool if you need to. So if you do want a little bit more lift, what you can do is you can simply make a slight little cut towards the centre of the flower. You can see that gives it a little bit more dimension. So let's just do that for the final one as well. Okay, so those are your four flowers which are ready now to go into the gift wrap. Once you've wrapped your gift, I'm just going to leave the sides open, because what I want to do is, this is just the A4 standard piece of paper, the pink one that I showed you at the beginning. I want to be able to tuck that in when I make the pleats, so that when I actually put the gift wrap together and close it, the sides will be tucked in as well, and all look a lot neater. So I'm just going to take my paper, and as you can see, when you print it, you have your white outline, and I want to get rid of that outline. So I'm just going to make a crease first. Okay. And I'm just going to make my second crease on top of that. What I'm going to do now is I'm just going to take the paper forward, and I'm just going to bring that crease back again on itself. I'm going to try and make it as straight as I possibly can. I'm going to take my second one. You can make it as wide as you like, or you can make it a lot more narrow. You can see I'm just trying to keep it as straight as I can. Okay, and I'm not going to be able to get another crease out of this, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take this paper on the end, and I'm just going to take that back on itself. Okay. So now I'm going to bring the gift back in, and I want to add this to the top here. So what I want to do is I'm going to turn this over. So remember, I want this to give it a nice neat edge. So what we want to do is we're going to be tucking that little piece there. We're just going to tuck it under like so. So I'm going to take some double-sided tape first. I'm just going to add the double-sided tape just onto this edge here. Okay. And before I actually make the fold here, I just want to make sure that I have enough on the other side as well. So I have enough here, that's fine. So let's just take that piece of paper over so the tape just catches it, and then we're going to do the same on the other side. Okay, so take that over, and so when we tape the sides together, you can see they'll be lovely and neat without anything coming out. So I'm just going to now tape that together again. Like so, and then let's do the same on the other side. Okay, so now you can see that it's all nicely tucked in, and you have a beautiful pleat on top. So what I like about the way I print and design, I always try and complement colours, hence why I've used the pink colour from the flower to create the pleat. And now I'm going to take my flowers, and I think they will just look really nice and simple. It's up to you. You can cluster them together like so. I'm just going to bring the camera in slightly. So you could cluster them together. So if I were to cluster them together, what I think I would do is make them slightly bigger. Or what you can do is you can just bring the flowers, create a nice lifted flower, and just add a very simple flower to the end of your gift wrap. But I think because of the size of the flowers that I've chosen to use, I am just actually going to just create a really simple design by adding the flowers just to the top of my pleat. Okay. So you can have the flowers on any pleat, so it's entirely up to you. You can have them all clustered to the one side. I do quite like the look, a finished look when everything's to the side. If you wanted to turn your gift around. So we're just going to play around with it a little bit. And it could just sort of come off as well. So really it's entirely up to yourself how you want to do that. I quite like the fact that we can just keep them on the edge to the side slightly. That's the one that I'm going to choose. So I'm happy with where they're laying. So I'm just going to take some double-sided tape. Rather than the glue, I think the tape's just going to be easy to use. And then I'm just going to place the flower just on that crease there. If you're looking and you enjoy paper crafting and how to add gift presentations, gift tags, you know, please do subscribe to my channel, where I'll be uploading. Obviously I want to upload more and more videos for my followers, and I'm very, very grateful for your following and your interaction here on YouTube or on any platform that I'm on. Thank you for that. So I'm just keeping it a little bit clean, a little bit too straight, I would say, as well. Add the final piece of tape. And you know, with the gift wrap, you could use these same sort of elements and the same on anything, you know, on card making. So I will be doing some card making techniques as well, where we'll be using leftover paper, leftover gift wrapping to create beautiful, stunning cards, and many other paper crafting products and presentations and paper flowers. So I'm just going to make sure that's nice and taped down. And that's a really nice, simple but beautiful, elegant gift wrap. So I like the fact that the flowers just look really nice and simple. I've aligned them. Like I said, you can be very particular. Or if you want to, you can just create a cluster of them. And if you really, really wanted to go out there and really create a very flamboyant, in-your-face look, I would cut more of these flowers and I would just add flowers all across the top here. And if you wanted to, you could add some of the pink flowers as well. So that's your gift wrap here. So a printed paper from Standard Printed Paper Design. Obviously I designed as part of NM Design. A pink print which complements the flower colour here. And that's just standard printing paper, not even glossy or anything like that. And then I've cut the flowers, I've drawn them, I've vectorized them, and I've just cut them and I've just